There is an exciting trend underway in America, one that's rarely in public discourse or reflected in the media. That trend is the sustained rise in influence of minority groups, or as I like to call it, the emergence of the multicultural majority, comprised of people of mixed races or roots that trace back to Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Hawaii and the Pacific Islands, First Nations, Mexico, South America, and Southeast Asia. Until a few short years ago, the majority had been white Americans. And I mean that in the US Census definition of non-Hispanic white, having heritages that trace back to England, France, Germany, Holland, Italy, Ireland, Norway, and Sweden. That group of people, over time, became the American mainstream, the general market, the ordinary Joe and Jane. But the era of America's multicultural majority is here, however. And the US Census Bureau says that the multicultural population has increased in our nation's most populous states, California, Florida, New York, and Texas. This is where nearly half of all minorities reside. These states are headquarters to the largest number of minority-owned businesses. People, we are living history in the making. And don't you be oblivious, as my mother-in-law would say. Or you and your business risk missing out on this opportunity. But you know what? Hey, I get it. What I'm talking about, minority population growth and a new mainstream America, it's so disruptive. Some people may even be experiencing this shift as a threat to the status quo with money, power, and influence at stake. This accounts for why these and other demographic trends just don't make headline news. For instance, investors rely on business news to cover the ebb and flow in the market. Consider how much coverage Brexit has received. But who in this audience has heard about the 415% growth of multicultural buying power in this country over the past 24 years? From $661 billion in 1990 to $3.4 trillion in 2014. These and other demographic trends just don't get play. Nevertheless, multiculturals are silently reshaping our country. I'm a media person, so I'm quite comfortable blaming the media for this silence. Media propaganda establishes the national agenda. It informs dinner table conversation. And it influences our collective imagination about what's possible, what we like, and what we fear. Media's silence about multicultural trends contributes to why my Google image search for the term small business owner looks like this. Well, you might say that these images look innocuous enough, right? When I performed this Google image search on July 7th, 2016, I counted 5 images of obviously Black women that looked like they owned the businesses they were pictured in. That's 5. Out of the 63 images that fit on my very big monitor. But here's the context. Black women-owned businesses are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in this country, period. Since 1997, businesses owned by Black women have grown in number 322%. That's 1.9 million businesses. One would never guess that what I'm saying is true based on a simple Google image search. So, to be fair, I performed a second search. I went to my go-to site, Getty Images. Well, as you can see, there's more of the same. The new multicultural majority is a tremendous opportunity for our country. But first, we, the people, the media, corporate America, and policymakers have to wake up to this reality. The question is, will you choose to slumber while someone else eats your lunch? Or will you choose to trailblaze a new way forward and reap the benefit of opportunities to expand, new markets for investment, new diverse suppliers, new living wage jobs, and best of all, a new American experience? Well, the choice is yours. Thank you.